Before Robinhood became the green app known by millions, there was a CashCat. A cat, a fistful of cash, and an early idea connected to democratizing finance. Now that forgotten mascot is making a comeback, but this time as meme coin. As always, it's not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Always do own research. Now let's dive into CashCat. So this is our official website, and now let me explain you what is actually CashCat. So the entire project is based around one central story. So according to the CashCat website, before the Green Robinhood app, the APO, and the GameStop era, the name CashCat was connected to the early mascot and identity behind what would later become a Robinhood. So the project describes this with a simple phrase: the cash become a hood. So CashCat takes inspiration from the origin story and turns it into the meme coin narrative. According to the project, the mascot represents the spirit of the making finance more accessible, but CashCat itself does not claim to be a financial platform or trading application. Also, instead of that, the token is presented as the return of the origin cat mascot, now with its own ticker and community-driven meme identity, which is really cool thing to see. So the website also plays heavily into Robin Hood style humor with the phrase Robin Cat takes from the rich and gives to the cat, which is really funny thing to see, and that gives you a pretty good idea of the tone behind the entire project. And this is the lore of the CashCat. So the first thing that we can see that is happening a lot of memes about CashCat because, like I told you before, this is a meme coin, and you can see a lot of people are really interested to talk about CashCat right now in this moment. And by scrolling down, we can see some more things about CashCat. So CashCat does not present a complicated technical ecosystem or promise a massive list of future products. So in fact, the website directly draws the CashCat has zero utility, and the project describes itself with four main points. First is zero utility as promised. Second is 100% cat. And third one is the project says its narrative is based on historical inspiration. And finally, the fourth is the CashCat describes itself as a native to the Robinhood chain. So the main focus here is clearly the mascot, the story, and the community surrounding the meme. So the website even jokes that the CashCat doesn't trade options and doesn't participate in payment for order flow. According to the lore, the cat has only one job: collect the cash and look adorable while doing it. Obviously, this is intentionally humorous language, and it shows that the CashCat is leaning fully into meme culture rather than trying to appear like a traditional DeFi protocol, which is a really funny thing to see and actually really cool thing to see right now. And now let's move into what the project calls its Tokenomics because it's a CashCat. And yes, tokenomics, but with a real cat theme. So according to the website, CashCat has a total supply of 1 billion tokens. The project states that the supply is fixed at 1 billion with no more and no less. So CashCat also lists 0% buy tax and 0% sell tax, which is a really important thing to know right now. And also the website jokes that the cat doesn't believe in taxes, but in practical terms, the project is representing a zero tax token structure, which is a really important thing right now. Also, another important detail highlighted on the website is the liquidity structure. So according to the CashCat, 100% was placed into the pool and the liquidity provider tokens were burned. So the project describes this as an unusual humorous style by saying the keys were thrown into the litter box. So as always, token supply, liquidity information, and contract details should be independently checked on the chain rather than relying on information displayed on the project website, which is really important thing to know if anyone is interested in this. And the roadmap is divided into 4 phases, and first phase is called wake up. So according to the roadmap, the cat opens its eyes, launches the token, and immediately takes 14 hours nap, which is a really funny thing to see. So this is a simple joke, but it feels intentionally a serious branding of the project, which is a really cool thing to see. And phase 2 is called the meme. So the second phase focuses entirely on community and social media, which is a really important step to see. So the goal describes on the website is to spread the memes across different timelines, grow the Discord community, and make CashCat increasingly visible online. So for meme coin, this type of community-driven marketing is an important part of the project's identity, which, like I told you, is really important thing to have. And phase 3 is called the rebrand of Robinhood. So phase 3 is really another humorous part of the roadmap. So the project jokes about sending a polite letter to Vlad asking for the CashCat name back, with threads included. So this should obviously be viewed as the part of the project's meme narrative rather than a confirmed cooperative plan or partnership. And the final phase is called Valhalla. So according to the project's community's roadmap, CashCat reaches escape velocity, essence, and becomes the chain mascot. So again, the website itself openly describes the roadmap as mostly jokes, so these phases are better understood as community branding rather than traditional development milestones, which is important stuff to know. And right here you can see in 4 easy steps how to do it, and we can see they say even your cat can do it, so we can see they're making fun jokes again. But again, I need to mention that this is not financial advice, and anything you do, you're doing on your own, and always doing big research before thinking to do anything with your money. So for anyone who done that and don't know what to do, we can see in 4 steps how to do it. So first is to add the Robinhood network to your wallet. Second one is bridge funds over the Robinhood chain. Third step is to open the DEX, paste the contract swap for CashCat, and the fourth one is done. Welcome home kitten. You can see at the bottom their contract address. So now let's keep going. And right now we're on the CoinMarketCap, and here we can see some really important stuff for the CashCat. So first thing first is the price of the CashCat, which is 0.1754. We can see it dropped down in the last 24 hours for 20%, which is a really big loss, or let's say drop down. Also, you can see the total market cap is 175 million, which is really big thing to see. And you can see volume in the last 24 hours went really up for 20%. You can see volume in the last 24 hours is 51.9 million, so you can see it's really close up to 52 million, which is really big stuff to see. Also, you can see the supply, which you see also on the website, so you can see it's 1 billion. You can see amount of the holders, which is over 2,000. You can see exactly 2.32k holders, which is really cool thing to see. By scrolling down, we can see some of their contracts, also the website link, and others links for their socials, which is a really cool thing to know. And this is their official Twitter profile, which have over 8,000 followers, which is really amazing number because they just joined on June of 2026, so that's meaning they're here for just 1 month. And I think you can see for that period they made almost 90 posts, which is really huge thing to see. So that's meaning they're really focusing on social media, which is really important in this moment. So because of that, we're going to drop a follow right now, and by clicking down we can see what are they posting. So their first post is pinned or reposted from Phantom. We can see the CashCat, and we can see that they go long or short with up to 3x leverage on Phantom. So you can see they're available on Phantom, which is a really cool thing to see. You can see that post made over 100,000 impressions, which is really huge thing to see because that is meaning the people are really interested to see what CashCat has to offer. So because of that, we're going to drop a like right now. And last but not least, the Telegram group, which have almost 2,000 subscribers, which is really amazing number of subscribers for the starting project. And I highly recommend to anyone who's interested to check the Telegram group because you can stay updated with everything that is happening with CashCat, and you'll be first know when something will happen actually with CashCat. So that wraps up our review of CashCat. If you found this video helpful, feel free to like, subscribe, and drop thoughts in the comment section down below. Stay informed, stay curious, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.